Hello and welcome to another new edition of Arab Affairs that takes you through a comprehensive look over the Arab region. And we start off with the main happenings throughout the region in a moment. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati held a phone call on Saturday with Palestinian Vice President Hussein al-Sheikh to coordinate on the latest developments in Palestine and efforts to uphold Sharm el-Sheikh peace agreement. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Ambassador Tamim Khalaf, said discussions focused on upcoming UN Security Council vote on Gaza, with both sides stressing the importance of a resolution that consolidates the end of the war and advance a just peace and Palestinian statehood. Abdulati also reviewed preparations for the International Conference on Gaza's early recovery and reconstruction. The two officials agreed to continue close coordination to mobilize regional and international support. Also, Executive Director of the Egyptian Committee in Gaza Strip, Mouin Abu Hassan, said that the committee has immediately responded to the calls and appeals for help by the displaced Palestinians to support them after rain submerged their tents in the first atmospheric low pressure. Abu Hussein said that the urgent humanitarian response is the first sign of the Egyptian Committee's support to the displaced camps, adding that those camps and tents were provided for the displaced to protect them from the rains. He also added that the needed services would be provided for other camps in the Strip. Civil Defense in Gaza reported that thousands of temporary camps and tents were submerged by rains, pointing that thousands of families face difficult weather conditions. Also, Israeli artillery shelled on Saturday eastern Khan Yunis in Gaza Strip. Palestinian sources reported that the Israeli artillery shelled the outskirts of Shuja'iyya neighborhood east of the Gaza city. It also pointed out that occupation forces opened fire from a drone in eastern areas of Jabalia camp north of the Gaza Strip. Occupation boats also opened fire on Rafah coast south of the Strip, as reported by UNRWA, and UNRWA also stated that atmospheric low pressure that hit Gaza Strip will have catastrophic repercussions on the displaced in the besieged Strip. And Al-Azhar slammed the terrorist crime by Zionist occupation gangs of setting a mosque on fire in the occupied West Bank, in a scene that reflects the brutal behavior of those extremists who do not respect the sacred holy sites and their hatred towards Islam and other religions. Al-Azhar stressed that any attacks on mosques is a heinous crime that does not only target holy sites but also targets the feelings of other religions and Muslims, of course, and religious people worldwide, and flagrant violation of all religions and teachings and the faith of others and morals, in addition to international laws. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council will vote Monday on a resolution endorsing U.S. President Donald Trump's Gaza peace plan. Last week, the American officially launched negotiations within the 15-member Security Council on a text that would follow up on a ceasefire in the two-year war between Israel and Hamas and endorse Trump's plan. The details.
Resolution endorsing Gaza peace plan. Last week, the U.S. officially launched negotiations within the 15-member Security Council on a text that would follow up on a ceasefire in the two-year war. A draft of the resolution welcomed the establishment of the Board of Peace, a transitional governing body for Gaza with a mandate running until the end of 2027. It would authorize member states to form a temporary international stabilization force, ISF, that would work to help secure border areas. The U.S. and several Arab and Muslim nations called Friday for the UN Security Council to quickly adopt the resolution. The United States has warned of the risks of not adopting its draft, While it seemed until now the Council members supported principles of the peace plan, diplomatic sources said there were questions about the U.S. text, particularly regarding the absence of a monitoring mechanism by the Council, the role of the Palestinian Authority, and details of the ISF's mandate.